Yo ho ho! What's up, everybody? Happy Independence Day, America. That's right, July 4th, the day we as a nation declared our independence from the man trying to hold us down. Sorry to my UK friends. Ha ha ha. Really, I wanted to say, hey, happy July 4th, everybody. Celebrate, enjoy. Don't forget the reason. A lot of people forget the reason of the holiday. Remember the reason, appreciate the reason, know the history, the agreed upon history, but go down your own Eddie Bravo wormhole and find out a little bit more. The conspiracy history, not that there is any that I'm aware of. Or there is, Millie. There is quite a bit. But I wanted to talk today about I fucked up. Oh no, I fucked up. Well, when I say I don't mean me because I never fuck up. True, right? Not so much. But you might have fucked up, or somebody you know fucked up. You probably did fuck up because it's July 4th. What does that mean? It means burgers, beers, bikinis, and blunts. That's what happens on July 4th. Burgers, beers, bikinis, and blunts. Some way, shape, or form, you were engaging in one of those delicious poisonous alcohol. You might have been frolicking and fornicating in your bikini from hitting that legal rec med poisonous alcohol. You might have been frolicking and fornicating in your bikini. The adults in America who are overweight, morbidly obese, and are at high risk of all-cause mortality, but we won't quite go there. So now what do you do? What do you do to get back on that sexy wagon, back on that fit wagon? What do you do? Increase your water intake, mofo. It's 6:30 on the East Coast, 3:30 on the West Coast, America time. Get your water intake going, increase that water, switch off the dirt food and try and get some salads and even fresh fruits into your body right now. Start mitigating the damage. Get real food into your body. If you've been out in the sun, hot summer sun, which across the nation we're hitting record temperatures, you need water, you need fluid, you need to replace some of those electrolytes even. A little fresh squeeze of lemon goes a long way. A dash of Himalayan sea salt, amazing. Fresh fruit, perfect. Start minimizing the processed foods, the synthetic chemicals. Get real food back in your life, real water back in your life. This is the truth, guys and girls. I'm going to help you so you can wake up tomorrow and feel pretty good. If you can get some low intensity, steady state exercise, do it now, do it tonight, even with food in your belly. Science has showed that a simple 10-minute walk after eating does wonders with regards to insulin production, insulin sensitivity, and the way your body even metabolizes the food that you had consumed. There is a more preferential rate of nutrient partitioning post-walk than not post-walk after a meal. So get to a walk. A 10-minute walk will do you wonders. If we can get a 20, 40, 60-minute walk and get the people you love, get your Uncle Bob and your Aunt Barb or whoever else is around you. Get Cousin Sean or whoever that you have that you might not have seen for a while and go for a little walk around the block, walk along the beach, walk along the shore, go for a walk. Don't be a lazy fat body. Go for a little walk. Get the water intake up. Start moving forward with your health and wellness. Now, tomorrow, clean teen tomorrow. Clean teen tomorrow. Lots of water tonight. Tomorrow, you got to hit it hard. You got to get back on gear. No processed foods tomorrow. No synthetic chemicals tomorrow. Nothing out of a package or a vacuum sealed box or bag or any of that crap. We want real food all day tomorrow. We want lots of veg, lots of greens. Lots of produce in your day tomorrow. Lots of high fiber, electrolyte, micronutrient, phytonutrient dense, high fiber foods tomorrow. Likely you don't need a lot of carbohydrates nor even a lot of fats. because you gorged yourself today. You have so much stored energy in that fat body of yours. We need to start to deplete it and purge it, diminish it. Right? So we also need to move tomorrow morning, wake up and go for a walk. Again, list low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity, ideal first thing in the morning. I would take a little shot of fiber tonight. I would take a tablespoon or two of a psyllium husk tonight before I went to bed so I could wake up and really make sure I'm eliminating all whatever might be floating around in there. Going for a nice walk in the morning, purified water. Pumping through my system from the time I wake up, room temperature purified water, probably spiked with a little fresh lemon. Yes, you will not be exactly fasted, completely 100% fasted, but that's okay because we're looking more for digestive efficiency today, not so much the insulin reduction. That's not today's number one goal. Digestive efficiency, getting the metabolism working appropriately, and we can use different definitions of metabolism. I'm using the general definition that most of you will understand. Getting the blood flowing properly, getting your body moving, turning that engine on, and hopefully having a good 30 or 60 minutes by yourself where you can reflect and get your shit straight, get your mind straight, plan your day, plan your meals, plan your life. Oh, why did I do that to myself? I feel like shit. I didn't enjoy any of it. I don't even know why I did it. Why did I eat that? Why did I drink that? Why did I drink that much? I didn't even enjoy it. That's most of you will have that regret, and I know you will. Right? Because we counsel people all the time, every day. And I know this for a fact. The vast majority, 80% of you will not have enjoyed nearly any of what you did to yourself yesterday. You'll enjoy some experiences, some conversations, a sunrise or a sunset or the laugh of your kid. You'll enjoy that. But eating 3 fucking cheeseburgers and hot dogs and potato chips and the fucking mayonnaise laden fucking whatever salad. Some people sprinkle sugar in their fucking potato salad. It's weird. The fruit juice, Kool-Aid punch or whatever the hell that shit is, all the alcohol. You won't be too happy about it. So that being said, let's try and mitigate the damage. And that's what this video here is about. Let's go. Roman Graham. What's up, Roman Graham? I'm going to answer your questions. Jesus Mora. What's up, Jesus? David Jeezy. Boom. Jeezy in the house. Jacob Avia. Boom, Jacob. Millie. Dolce can eat bread to a certain extent while cutting. Absolutely. If you're following our 3 weeks to shredded program at thedolcediet.com, you will see there is bread built into your individual meal plan. How is that possible, Dolce? How can I eat bread products and oatmeal and jasmine white rice and potatoes and beans and legumes? How can I eat all those delicious carbohydrates and still lose 21 pounds in 21 days? It's because you're following the 3 weeks to shredded program at thedolcediet.com. And because today is July 4th, we have a promo code for you, promo code FREEDOM. Freedom. You will save 20% off today only. Our highest ever discount is 20%. We never go above 20%, and rarely do we ever go to 20%. So right now, you can use promo code FREEDOM at thedolcediet.com and get that 3 weeks to shredded program or the 3 weeks to shredded plus living lean bundle, the 4-week or the 12-week. This is the most successful weight loss program ever devised, as proven by the world's greatest athletes. Come on now. And we have bread on our program. It's a sprouted grain bread, and we suggest in the recipes that you actually toast it. Toasted sprouted grain bread with grass-fed butter, and turkey bacon, and one of our egg concoctions. We have a BLT, egg sandwich recipe that's part of 3 weeks to shredded. Almond butter and sliced banana with drizzled raw honey on sprouted grain toast. Holy delicious. That's one of the pre-workouts. Tons and tons of great recipes. And people are like, oh, you can't lose weight. Bullshit, because 3 weeks to shredded was designed to lose 21 pounds in 21 days. And many people do. Many people, the vast majority, lose tremendous amounts of weight. The vast majority of people lose more weight on our program in 3 weeks than they do on all the other BS programs out there for 12 or 16. And then ours continues on. So I don't need to oversell it. You guys know 3 weeks to shredded is the healthiest and most successful weight loss program ever devised. Millie, there's a lot of controversy about July 4th. I do. That's why I said the Eddie Bravos, who's interesting. I was watching Jordan Peterson podcast with Joe Rogan, and he only eats beef, and it cured all the disease he has. What do you think of this? I don't believe that. I didn't see that, but I don't believe that's true. I think that's bad information. You're actually confusing Dr. Sean Peterson. And is it Sean Peterson? Dr. Sean Baker. Sorry, Dr. Sean Baker. And Dr. Jordan Peterson, who I believe Dr. Jordan Peterson has a PhD. Sean Baker had his MD, although his license was revoked, which needs to be said. I'm not being critical. It's a fact. And it was Sean Baker who was actually talking about eating meat curing all of his disease, though many people in the medical and scientific community refute that because Mr. Baker recently posted, which, kudos to him to being honest and transparent and put his blood work out there, and his blood work did not look good. So I wouldn't say it cured his disease. It may have possibly created, maybe eliminated certain conditions, but created other conditions. Zirak, found out about you because of Faraz Zahabi. Hopefully, I can get the last bit of weight off. Zirak, we are here for you, my friend. Go to thedolcediet.com right now and sign up for our 3 weeks to Shredded program. Use my promo code FREEDOM. You'll save 20% off today only, July 4th only. It's a July 4th sale. If you want to get in amazing shape, you guys don't have to do it, but if you are ready to get in amazing shape, the best shape of your life, and if you want to and need to be told what to do to follow the treasure map, to play the winning lottery ticket, we have it built for you at thedolcediet.com. Linux, where's Daniel Cormier? Me and him are bros. I don't know what that means, Linux. That's a little, okay. Dropping rhymes. Dave Jeezy, Mike, when are you losing the beard, bro? I don't know. It's like I'm at the phase now. It's like it went through like a really cool phase, and now it's in the scraggly again phase. But I might work through the scraggly phase. The lighting's not awesome here. I might work through the scraggly phase and see what happens. Growing a beard is like boring, and it takes patience. I've just been so busy, truly. I just haven't even thought about it, and it's just there, and it kind of keeps growing. When I shave my head, I just clean up my sideburns a little bit. It's actually faster for me to just grow. So I don't, it's not intentional. I mean, it's not a fashion statement or anything else like that. It's just because it's easier to just not have to cut my face. So we'll see what happens. If I get to the point of nasty, I haven't gone to a barber or anybody to shape or style it or any of that stuff. I just try and keep my, I'm a hygiene guy. I shower like 3 times a day. So I just kind of keep it groomed and let it grow. And if you guys appreciate the content, just give us a thumbs up. I appreciate you all being here. A thumbs up just lets me know that you appreciate some of the stuff that I'm talking about, or even the free time that I'm giving you during these free live streams and Q&As. It also hopefully lets YouTube know that some of you enjoy the content that we're putting out there. So that's it. That's just what I asked. Mike Lee, prediction time for UFC 226 under the guidance of Zero Integrity. George, how many fighters will miss weight and how many will end up in the hospital before the fight? That's actually a good one. We would have to go to the odds makers. I know that there is a very high probability that one of their athletes will miss weight and one of their athletes will get hospitalized. It could be the same athlete or multiple athletes. They could be, and I think they have a pretty good, pretty solid record of blowing UFC main events due to poor weight cutting principles and just lack of integrity and education all the way around. So that is a good question, but we'll have to sit back and watch. What are the odds? The odds, what, every second or third event, I think one of their athletes completely risks their health and safety and career by listening to their faux advice. Scary stuff. What do you think of Weight Watchers? I think it's terrible. I think Weight Watchers has an amazing platform that they do dog shit with. Instead of educating people how to eat properly, they just fucking serve them up these processed, fucking disgusting food-like products. Weight Watchers, they have the platform to do an amazing job, and they choose not to. So there it is. And almost every person I've ever seen lose weight on Weight Watchers, puts it right back on because they don't know what to eat. They've gained nothing. They just get a box of food, or they got to go and pick up a box of food. They eat these microwave, disgusting Salisbury steak-esque type fucking dinners, and then their month or 2 or 3 is over, and they're like, all right, I lost some weight. But now what do I do? I don't want to keep paying hundreds of dollars per month for that shitty food that really is making me feel ill right now. I can't even stomach thinking about it, eating it. Now what do I do? Because they have no new skills. There's no education. There's no real support from our perspective, the support in those type of industries. And I know people that work inside those industries, and we've had people work for us after they worked at those industries, and they've disclosed certain parts about the industry. It's not so much about, the main goal isn't getting people healthy and fit. The main goal is money. And if people get healthy and fit in the process, hey, great, that's a bonus. That's not the number one. That's why we as a team, we lead with education. We are an education company. Our first job, number one, is to simply teach you what you need to know to live the healthiest possible life on your own, without anybody, without me leaning you over your shoulder, without you following some template program. You shouldn't have to use that every day, week, month for the rest of your life. Yes, you can go through a system, learn the system, and then follow the system. So what we have at the DOLCEdiet.com through our 3 weeks to shredded program and our living lean program, that's a 4 or 12-week system that will teach you and educate you and prepare you to live the rest of your life without a structured system. What we try and do is teach you how to actually make your meals, how to choose which ingredients and how much of each, how to pair specific ingredients together. Well, how often should I be eating these ingredients? What if I wake up really early for work? What if I work really late at night? What if I have to train in the morning? What if I have to train in the afternoon? What if I can't train at all? We teach you what to do in those scenarios. Therefore, once you go through a 4-week or a 12-week program of ours, then you can live your life without us. You know how to go to the grocery store. You know how to do the basic level of food preparation, which actually saves tons of time. You save hundreds of dollars per month simply by following our system. That's the goal. I don't think I do a good enough job getting that message out there, because it's all about being shredded and lean. And I say, we use 3 weeks to shred it as the Trojan horse. Yeah, you'll get fucking in amazing shape. Yeah, you'll look super fucking sexy. Yeah, you'll probably win your fucking competitions too. And you'll definitely make weight, because we're the only system with a 100% success ratio. But that's not our goal. That's the sizzle. The steak is the education. The steak is the intellectual property. The steak is the principles that founded our system, that are the base of our system. So we're an education company, where Weight Watchers is not. Weight Watchers is a marketing company. They're too big. They have to be. See, we're just a little mom and pop shop. That's what I love. We're a small little team. We intentionally didn't grow to that size, not because we don't like money. Of course we do. Everybody has bills to pay, but because we kept the core culture in our company, in our brand, in service. The best way we can serve you is give you education. That's why here I am on July 4th, giving you guys an hour of free content, and I'm answering everybody's question here. Free live Q&As. Most people respectfully don't have access to a coach at my level. And there's other names at my level of top coaches, respected coaches, in-demand coaches. Sports Illustrated said Mike Dolce is one of the most sought-after coaches in sports. That's Sports Illustrated. They made that statement. And we work with multiple world champions, dozens of multi-millionaire famous athletes and actors that you see on TV every day. The point is, you guys might not have access to a coach at my level. And it feels weird even saying that. That's why I do these lives, to give you guys all the same access to all the same information that all of these amazing human beings have access to. That's what we do here. Again, it's because we're education driven. And that's the way you should look at all this stuff. And I say everything I say, guys, research it, write it down, and do a Google search. Make sure I'm not fucking telling you bullshit, but make sure everybody's not telling you bullshit. Research everything I say, then make it your own. Don't just blindly follow along. Even me, the most honest man in fitness, the most honest man in fitness is telling you to further research what I'm saying and make sure it fits your life, because we're an education company. And the only way you get educated is by you actually thinking and you cracking open the books and you saying, you know what? That actually makes sense based upon my experience, based upon my mindset, based upon my hypothesis, based upon my experiment, my conclusions. That's what it's about. Tony, actually, Dave Jeezy says, Is it okay to have pink Himalayan salt drink, homemade Gatorade, while on 3 weeks of shredded? Hell yeah, Dave. Absolutely. We don't restrict sodium on 3 weeks of shredded. And in fact, if you're training properly on 3 weeks to shredded, you need extra sodium because of the output that you need and the perspiration and the sweat. So you need sodium is an essential nutrient that a lot of people skip over. Hey, Tony says, hey, Mike, Jordan Peterson is doing the carnivore diet. He's been doing it for a few months. He thinks it works since he no longer is eating. So yeah, I have to listen more to what Jordan Peterson says about it. And that's a scary thing because he's a smart guy. I hope he's getting his blood drawn. But again, I'm not going to listen to Jordan Peterson when it comes to nutrition. I'm going to listen to him when he talks about psychology, because that's where his expertise is. When it comes to nutrition, he's really just giving a first-hand experience from a layperson's perspective, but I need more context, so I'd have to understand. And I'd love to listen to Joe's conversation with him and see what they talked about. But again, how long is he on it? And maybe he feels better simply because he cut out processed sugar. And that's usually what happens. Most people, they just live on processed sugar. They follow these exclusionary dietary programs. They, holy cow, I feel great. And they think they feel great because they're eating, the hind quarter, of fucking wild wildebeest on the third Tuesday of every month, and that's why it's special. But no, they just stopped all the fucking soda, and they stopped the candy, they stopped the binge eating, they stopped the white bread, the enriched wheat, the hydrogenated oils, the sucralose. They just cut that stuff out, which is why they feel better. So, and this is true, and you guys know, oftentimes you feel better by stopping the poison, by doing no harm. So he likely just stopped doing harm in one capacity, but the further he goes down that curve by eating an exclusionary dietary program, he'll start to run into other issues. He'll slingshot the other way, kind of the tension of opposites, right? You're being pulled from one bad to another bad, both on the extreme. You need to find that well-rounded happy middle. That's what nutrition really is. When it comes to traditional barbell deadlift, do you think it makes sense to go for high reps, hypertrophy, or going heavy with sets of about 5 or so? Yeah, I'd say sets of about 5 or so. Deadlift isn't meant to be a high rep exercise. It is more of an absolute exercise. Orlando, is corn oil a good substitute for coconut oil? No, coconut oil would be far above. Amardeep, fan from England, keep up the good work, bro, but tell me, is it coming home, Mike? Is it coming home, Mike? I don't know what that means. I'm trying to think back to past conversations. Let me know what that means. Vic, thanks from Italy for all the good info. Vic in Italy, my pleasure, my friend. Roman Graham, Mike, what do you think about essential amino acid for post-workout drink? I think it's ridiculous. I think it's stupid. Anyone who buys an EAA product or a BCAA product is wasting your money. You're getting that from Whole Foods. And if you need a supplement, just get a whey protein isolate. And all your bases are covered at a fraction of the cost. Like most EAAs and BCAAs, if they were only those individual amino acids, then we would have a different debate. But when you look at the packaging, you look at what they're paired with, if you look at all the synthetic chemicals, so they make up their fucking neon purple, super bro berry blast fucking flavor, that completely fucking throws it out. It's like, oh, look at this super hot fucking chick. She is down, DTF in love with you. She's got herpes. I mean, she's got herpes in the clap, but I mean, and just a little bit of Hep C. But dude, she's fucking smoking hot. That's what all these synthetic chemicals added to what are arguably decent supplements. That's what it is. You're just dating a hot chick with herpes. Why? That's funny, right? I think every one of you are like, oh, damn, that makes sense. Just read the ingredient list. Read the ingredient list. If there's synthetic chemicals in there, it's fucking herpes, man. It's the herpes. Synthetic chemicals. There's no need for it. Why is it neon? why is this shit neon? Like, why am I drinking something that's fucking neon? Have you ever thought about that? Why am I drinking something that's neon? Why am I putting that in my body? What in nature, naturally occurring, is neon? Oh, wait a minute. Why am I putting that into my body, human? And I see there's a massive disparity between the people that have been watching and the number of likes that we've been getting or thumbs up. So if my content sucks, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure my content is awesome. Just the herpes analogy alone is worth a thumbs up. So I would appreciate a thumbs up on this video so I know you're there and I know you care. There we go. There we go. I appreciate you guys, and I'm happy to answer every one of your questions. What else we got? My daily reminder from Mike Lee. Don't forget to write the book on the science of how to become wealthy. We're working on something along those lines right now. How to not be broke. That's not the name of it, of course, and that's just like fitness. Finance is the same thing. First rule is do no harm. Stop hurting yourself. Stop poisoning yourself. Stop living these bad habits that are ruining your possibility of success. So there's universal principles between all success, whether it's fitness, whether it's finance, whether it's family life or relationships. It's all the same basic principles, universal principles. But we're working on something along those lines. How much creatine is good to add size? Well, I'm not going to say how much is good per se, because there are some debates on that, and I can debate myself. What I have found to be effective is 5 grams of creatine monohydrate taken daily. This is for me personally and many of the strength athletes, not weight class oriented athletes. And that's important because creatine will put weight on. Much of the weight, I'd say 2/3 of the weight, is as a result of just cell volumization. Your muscle cells, your body actually swells. You hold more water and it looks really fucking good, actually. The muscles just grow and it looks nice and shapely. And there is a temporary component to that, because usually when you come off the creatine a week or so later, that inflammation or water retention goes away. But you still maintain some of the strength. And if you can maintain that strength and apply that strength, then likely you will start to add new muscle tissue. And that's really what the goal of creatine is. Creatine is to allow you, it's basically energy, right? That's the way we look at energy. It's a turbo booster. Creatine is going to allow you to hit an extra 1 to 3 reps on your top end sets. It's going to allow you to hit an extra 3 to 7% on your 1 rep max. And if you can do that enough times, you just might stimulate muscle growth that will last after you've come off the temporary benefit of creatine. That's the way we look at it. Now, if you can compete on creatine like a CrossFit competitor, well, that's fine. Then do it, have fun, God bless, if that's okay with you. So what's the proper dose? We found 5 grams seems to work extremely well. When I say that there's a debate, why is it 5 grams? Why isn't it 3 grams? How come it's not 7 grams? About 5 grams is a pretty generalized serving size, and it's the typical suggesting serving size of most of the companies. And it's the size of the little scooper too. So about 5 grams seems to be excellent. And a little pro tip on creatine, you want to mix creatine in a room temperature or slightly warmer glass of water. If it stays cold, then the crystal stays more intact and it causes digestive discomfort. When you mix your creatine, it should disappear. You shouldn't see any sandy residue. So you really need to mix that up pretty well. That way it'll typically work the best. You'll feel the best. It'll digest the best, blah, 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 blah. David, you're confusing Weight Watchers with Jenny Craig. Weight Watchers is mainly calorie counting, which is much the same. I have people that are following Weight Watchers right now, and they only eat the Weight Watchers provided foods. Jenny Craig, I know, does the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It's not an education. And if you're only counting calories, what does that say? That means, and I know people who follow Weight Watchers, that they just eat 100-calorie, cookie packs. They drink 0-calorie, sugar-free Coca-Cola. There's no education in that. Once again, it's a disordered eating program, in my opinion. So they're forcing people to rely again on synthetic foods instead of earth-grown nutrients, micro-phytonutrient-dense food sources. They're not teaching people primarily how to procure the right food sources to optimize their health and wellness. That's the point I'm making. And I'm not going to, because each system is different. There's so many different versions, and they've had so many iterations over the decades that, I've been in the fitness game for over 30 years as a professional, getting paid to do this and focused on this. I managed the fucking GNC in my teens. That's what, 25 years ago now? Craziness. I get it. I see it, all the trends. And really what works is real food. Lifestyle modification, that's what works. If it came in a bottle or a powder, everybody be in fucking amazing shape. So when Weight Watchers are having people eat these fucking, box of microwave foods or whatever, it's not doing anything for them. David, both my sister and father and much of the clinical nutritionists I work with use Weight Watchers. Yeah, and that's a problem. Why is a clinical nutritionist using Weight Watchers on a client? Isn't it their job? Isn't it their job to actually design healthy meal plans? Joe Grant says, Jordan Peterson says it himself, the experience was anecdotal, and that makes great sense because Jordan's a smart guy. David Jeezy, thoughts on moving from a push-pull legs to GVT program? Been doing push-pull legs for 12 weeks, changing rep schemes at Chester, and thinking of GVT for escalating density. Dave, I think that's awesome, man. Keep me posted. German volume training, that's fucking high intense, baby. That's volume. Push-pull legs is a little, it's intense, probably equal intensity, relative intensity. But not nearly as much volume. I like volume programs too. Volume programs as an older guy, I'm 42, that puts me in the older guy category now, a little harder to recover from than like the, late 20s, late teens, really through early 30s. You can recover from high volume and high intensity. You get just a little bit older, and then you focus more on recovery. Recovery typically comes in shorter sets, high intensity, lower total volume. Hey, Mike, I have a thoughts on moving from, answer that. Amardeep, thoughts on prolonged water fasting. There are many videos showing it can prevent loose skin for heavily overweight people and looking to lose weight. I don't know what water fasting is specifically. Does that mean not drinking water for a period of time or drinking only water for a period of time? Either way, I don't like the extreme nature of either. We look for normalized eating patterns. Normalized is key. Normalized is key. Once you're normalized, you can make small little tweaks for a specific issue. But if we're talking about heavily overweight people, obese people, then everything we all do has to be under a doctor's supervision, specifically them, because they're dealing with a health issue. Danny, hey, Mike, I have a wedding to attend in 9 days. Need to lose a ton of weight. Any advice? Go to thedolcediet.com right now. Join our 3 weeks to shredded program. Use promo code FREEDOM and you will save 20% right now. You have 9 days. 3 weeks to shredded is the most successful healthy weight loss program ever devised. Notice I say healthy weight loss program ever devised. There are ways to lose maximum weight in 9 days and damn near kill yourself. That's not what we would suggest. Do it in the healthiest manner possible. 3 weeks to shredded was designed to lose 1 pound per day for 21 days. Do not be surprised if you lose 5 to 10 pounds in just those 9 days. Many, many, many people have done that or greater. Individual results may vary. I got to say that now, right? That's weird. But do 3 weeks of shredded. It fucking works. That's the best thing I could tell you. You'll feel awesome in the process. You'll feel fucking great. You'll look the best as possible. This is what the world's greatest athletes use to get on weight for international competition when they have to weigh in and then fight the next day. They use 3 weeks of shredded. Go to thedolcediet.com. Once again, promo code FREEDOM. My gift to you, save 20%. Bobby says, Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig are both a joke. Bobby, I do agree. Kind old geezer, Mike, what do you think that free-range chicken leg broth with vitamin C can help repair joint cartilage and ligament discs? I wouldn't say I think it can or will. I think that it may be beneficial to the regenerative process that should be going on in your body. Bone broth has been shown to just be very nutrient dense. Vitamin C has been shown to have a positive effect on most humans. And I'm using my words carefully here. So if you're living that lifestyle, all those disgusting, nasty processed synthetic foods, you're going to have your best possible chance. Daniel Heller, is it coming home? He means the World Cup, Mike. Is football coming home? I.e., are we going to win? Daniel Heller, going to win. I mean, I don't even know who's playing, man. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I don't even know. Not because I'm a fucking stupid American. That may or may not be true. I don't know who won the NBA finals. I don't even know when that is. I don't even know. I don't know who won baseball. I don't know who won the Super Bowl. I know Tom Brady lost because everybody loves the fact that Tom Brady lost. I know Brady lost. I don't know who won the Super Bowl. I don't know who won the NBA Finals. I don't know who won the hockey Stanley Cup. I know the Golden Knights lost because I live in Las Vegas and it's been Golden Knight fever. I know the Golden Knights got to the finals, but they lost. I don't remember when that was specifically. So I don't know who all this soccer. Is there a soccer game going on or something? I don't know, and I apologize. It's because we don't have TV in my house. There's no TV. We have a TV, I should say. We have the hardware. It's beautiful, by the way. 75-inch Samsung Smart TV. Oh, my God, it's awesome. But we have it hooked up to the internet. So it's just all apps. It's curated television that we say. I don't know anything. I don't know. I don't pay attention to any of that bunk. Not that it's bad stuff, but I just don't have access to it. Roman, thanks, brother. Wellness Street, you got it. Joe Grind, what's blue raspberry? Exactly, Joe. It's neon blue raspberry. You tell me. Doesn't sound like we should be drinking it. Steel Jack City, do you monitor salt intake being summer, working in a garage gym, sweating a lot more? Should I be getting all of my meals? Some say 6 to 8 grams of salt per day for athletes. Steel Jack City, I'm in that boat. I typically look to take in about 5 grams of sodium per day. So, and I don't measure it, but I'm pretty aware, just in the 30, 40 years I've been focused on this, 30 plus years, 35 years or so now. I was 8 years old, 36 years, 40 years, whatever. So I look to consume about 5 grams of sodium per day on my average day. And if I'm in super hard training, if I'm sweating 2 and 3 times a day, I'll jack it up. I'll start spiking my water with it. So talk to your doctor, make sure it's right for you, but it's definitely something to think about. Is eating a scoop of ice cream or a large chocolate chip cookie a bad thing? Hell yeah, it's fucking bad. Read the ingredients, man. Most people, they don't read the ingredients. What actually is in that cookie? Because the cookie is not really a cookie. It's not a cookie. It's just given a label of a cookie. But it's actually the components that create it, that make it up. It's all the little individual ingredients. And most of them are synthetic chemicals. Why are you going to put that in your body? If those chemicals were just sitting on the countertop, and you like put a hazmat suit on. Don't touch that shit. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that shit? Well, what the fuck is that shit? But then you smash it all together. You put some coloring in there, which is synthetic, and you call it a cookie, and you feed it to little kids. And that's what blows my mind. Is it okay to season my food on 3 weeks straight? I've been using salt and pepper on my food. David, absolutely. I do that. I use salt. I use pepper on my food. I use paprika. I use a ton of cinnamon, like in the breakfast bowl and whatnot, and the baked apples. We use herbs. Get it? We use like basil and oregano. We actually have fresh basil in our backyard, which is awesome. I add that as much as possible. We use natural herbs and spices, naturally occurring herbs and spices that were from the planet. Nothing do we consume that has any synthetic or artificial ingredients in it when it comes to flavoring. But yeah, salt and pepper is typically my go-to. Salt, pepper, cinnamon, I use that every day. And those are additives, right? Still losing body fat. Wifey, who is loosely following, is too. David, I love it, man. That makes me so happy. David and his wife are getting amazing results on the 3 weeks to shredded program at thedolcediet.com. Amazing results. I love it. And I love that's what Brandy and I did. We did it together. It was so awesome to be on the same page with the person you live with your spouse, with your partner, with your best friend, with your teammate, with your road dog. Just the 2 people in the house, and you're like, I'm going to go get the groceries. You'll prep them. Like, I'll do the dishes. I'll pack the meals for you. Looking good. Pat on the what? That's what it's about. So I'm happy to hear that, Dave. Good for you, man. Luke O'Reilly, Mike, you got a shitload of muscle for your age. Just wondering, do you plan on keeping that muscle into your 60s or 70s? And if so, how do you plan on doing that? Luke, I got to tell you, man, I built all this muscle in my teens and early 20s. I graduated high school at 210 pounds as an 18-year-old senior. I started high school at 114 pounds. I graduated at 210 pounds. I hit a growth spurt, and I was a wrestler, and all I did in the off season was I powerlifted and I strength trained. I worked with Highland Games athletes that like caber throwing and fucking the crazy hardcore, man, carrying the stones and shit before it was cool. Highland Game competitors I trained with the most successful power lifters, on the east side of the country. I trained with a ton of IFBB professional bodybuilders, NPC bodybuilders, just strong. With 600, if you didn't squat 600 pounds, you couldn't train with us. Couldn't train with us. That was just the way it was, because that was like the entry level. If you're like in the 4s and 5s and you were a young kid, like I was, that's how I got into the crew. I was squatting in the high 4s as a teenager, as a sophomore going into junior. That's how I got in the crew with these big fucking monsters. So that being said, man, I just hit it hard. So I have about the same amount of muscle, give or take, right? I mean, in order for me to get down to like 190, man, 3 weeks to shredded a month and a half ago got me down to 185 pounds on the dot, the middleweight limit, UFC middleweight world title, 185.00. But I had to work my ass off to get there, and I had to cut the last 6 pounds. And then once I hit my refeed, I floated right up to 198 and looked fucking awesome. Was just fucking round and vascular. I just refed and filled back out, went up to 198, and then got right back on the shredded, and slowly that weight came down and it settled right about 191. It was like 191.2 was the lowest I actually got, but I stayed at like 191.8642 for the last week, and I didn't do a water cut that last week. So right now I'm floating at about 96, 98 again, because I've renormalized my food. I've increased my carbohydrates just a little bit, and I've changed my training protocol where I am training heavier again. I have no desire personally to go above 202. That's my cap. If I hit 202, it's time to diet back down. 196, 198 feels ideal for me, but here's the caveat. I'm still working to lower my body fat. Normally, I walk around about 11% or so body fat. Most of the time that you see me, I'm always under 12%, right about 11% or so. I can live at 11% body fat and look and feel amazing, do everything I need to do, and not really pay much attention to my meals other than just eating what we always eat on the Dolce diet anyway. I can eat a little bit more. I can eat a little bit less. I'm always right about there. In order for me to get down to 10%, I got to start to tighten that belt up and get a little more focused. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'd like to walk around single-digit body fat percentage for a few months, and I'm almost at that point right now. And once I do that, then I'll re-up my goals. And why I say this and kind of go long on this for you guys is you can see even me at my stage and my age and my level of relative success or position in the industry, I'm still setting goals for myself, daily goals, 3-week goal, 3 months goals. I just told you my 3-month goal. My 3-week goal right now is very specific. And then my day goal today, today's July 4th. There's no Dolce beer barbecue chicken wing going on. We're just rinse and repeat. We're having a great day. It's all about America today. We went on a beautiful drive in the mountains with the girls, American flags. They're still 3-1. So they'll just have this association with the flag and Independence Day and all of that stuff. But we're not going to poison ourselves either today. We're going to make some homemade burgers, grass-fed burgers made with whipped eggs, oat bran, a little salt and pepper. Sometimes I'll sprinkle in a little Bragg's liquid aminos to give that little kick. Make those delicious homemade burgers. Sprouted grain buns, pickles, tomatoes, onions. I'll probably grill the onions. We're going to make some sweet potato fries drizzled with raw honey and a little cinnamon. That's going to be our July 4th dinner. It'll be healthier than most of the rest of the world. I'll wake up tomorrow. I'll be stronger. I'll be leaner. I'll feel better. My digestion will be on point, and I will have eaten my burgers. I'm making myself an 8-ounce big, bad motherfucking burger tonight and going to crush it. I'm going to probably eat 2 or 3 whole sweet potatoes worth of baked sweet potato fries drizzled with raw honey. I guarantee my dinner, my burger, my July 4th celebration will be way more delicious than almost every other one of you out there. But I'm not, and that, to the point of this video, I will have no hangover, holiday hangover. I will not have messed up. I'm going to go out back here. I'm going to start swinging some kettlebells just for the hell of it because I got great energy at 4 p.m. on a holiday. I'm going to get 20 minutes of some kettlebell work in my backyard just as a little active recovery pickup workout. So this is how my mind works. So I hope that answers your question. It gives more of the philosophy. And I appreciate you saying that I have a shitload of muscle. Thank you. Boom. Respect. Game recognizes game, my friend. Luke O'Reilly. Mike, you got, answer that. I'll read it again because it makes me feel good. AJVP, what are your top 3 foods for boosting testosterone? Watching you from Romania. Big thanks for sharing your knowledge. Romania, hello. I appreciate you being here. I don't have any foods to boost testosterone because foods are so insignificant when it comes to lifestyle modification. The most important thing is going to be sleep. You must be getting 7.5 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep every night. You must be minimizing external stress in your life. You got to get your life in order. If you're all stressed out all the fucking time, if your car's about to fall apart, if you're about to get fired at work because you show up late all the time because your car's about to fucking fall apart, because you blow your money on the fucking weekend, you blow your money on the crazy fucking bitch that's only dating you for your fucking money, you need to get your life in gear. You need to get your life in gear. You would be much happier living in a fucking 1-bedroom or 1-bed fucking 600 square foot studio apartment all by yourself and throwing your TV out the fucking into the dumpster, not out the window, into the dumpster, and going 6 months no chicks, getting your shit straight, stack that cash. This is how you boost testosterone, truly. And I know this is the fucking fact. You're not going to do it by eating more fish oils or fucking shellfish or any of that stuff. AJVP, this is, you need to sleep, you need to manage your stress, and then you need to train short bouts of high intensity training, 20 to 40 minutes, 3 days a week. Done deal. Done deal. High intensity, squat, deadlift, barbell row, chin up, dip, overhead press, high intensity compound multi-joint movements with perfect form. Don't risk injury. That's how you do it. It's not going to come from food. Food is the base. Your food must already be perfect, but there are no 3 perfect foods, 3 best foods. It is the combination of all the foods, the cofactors that all the nutrition allows, plus the lifestyle modification. That's the real right there. Dan Heller, 3 weeks to shredded is awesome, by the way, Mike. Thank you. I went from 203 to 186 on the dot. What should I do to start packing on dense, lean muscle now? So, guys and girls, Daniel Heller went from 203 pounds to 186 pounds. What is that? 17 pounds Daniel lost in 21 days. 17 pounds in 21 days Daniel lost following 3 weeks to shredded at thedolcediet.com. You can do that too. Promo code FREEDOM and save 20% off right now. But Daniel wants to know, what does he do now to start packing on dense, lean muscle tissue? Daniel, if you're in the 12-week program, you will automatically roll into our Living Lean system. The Living Lean program will start to recomposition you coming out of 3 weeks of shredded to do just that, to start adding that lean, dense muscle tissue while keeping your body fat low and continuing to lose that non-functional body mass. That's the goal of Living Lean. Now we're trying to add muscle. We're trying to add strength. We're trying to get curvy and round and shapely and strong and more fit while lowering our total body fat percentage. In the beginning, in 3 weeks of shredded, we are trying to just to maintain our muscle tissue and lose the maximum amount of weight possible, mostly body fat, in that 21 days. And then we say, all right, we've spared that muscle, and we have to spare the muscle on 3 weeks of shredded. This is important because we work with combat athletes, we work with strength athletes, we work with mixed martial arts competitors. They have to lose weight, typically 20 plus pounds in 20 plus days. And so 21 pounds in 21 days. They have to make weight, but then they have to fight the next night. So we cannot risk losing lean muscle tissue. We can't risk giving up 1 ounce of lean muscle tissue. We can't give 1% of an advantage to their opposition. They have to be strong. They have to be healthy. They have to be fit and ready to fucking go for 25 minutes. That's what 3 weeks of shredded does. We preserve muscle tissue to the best of our ability. We reduce all non-functional weight in a massive, massive, massive quantity in the shortest amount of time as we can healthily do. And then you roll into the Living Lean program, where now it's time to, hey, now we're not just trying to save muscle. We're going to try and start fucking building muscle right now. Boom. And we explode the nutrients. We flood the system with all the nutrients you need to start growing muscle tissue. Your training program will change and be updated to a more diverse exercise strength training program to build more muscle, beast mode or push-pull or power deadlift or whatever your goals are. But then we keep the calories rotating and the macronutrients rotating to continue to chisel your body down. For the non-functional, we still want you to get lean and shredded. It's a lean bulk system. So that's what we do, Daniel. And if you're not following the Living Lean program, I would say just relook at your 3 weeks of shredded program and double the calories, and then determine if you're getting a little softer or not, or you can contact the office and I can help coach you through that. Incremental changes are ideal though. Don't make big changes. So when I say double the calories, let me back up. Take your last week of 3 weeks of shredded and just add 10% across the board to every ingredient. So you're just eating 10% more for 3 days, and then add 10% again. So now it's like 21% more than the original for 3 days. So within 10 days, you're about 1 1/3 plus 1.33 plus of what you were the week before. Now you've added 30% or so to your total caloric intake. That's an easy way to start growing back. And then you'll get to the point every 3 days you add 10%, and then you kind of hit that happy medium. That's one way to do it on your own. That's an easy hack. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Otherwise, the Living Lean program at thedolcediet.com, boom, it's done for you. We've already built it. Tony, are there any cookies that are healthy? No. What else we got? RD. And guys, and the 2 girls that are on here, the 800 guys and the 2 girls, give us a thumbs up if you like the content, if you like the information. Give us a thumbs up if you appreciate what I'm saying and saying the things that I'm doing here. It lets me know that you're there and you care. Lets me know that you appreciate this time, and it hopefully lets YouTube know that this is a channel you guys enjoy. So hopefully they recommend us. We love having over 30,000 subscribers to this channel. The goal is 100,000 subscribers, and it's up to you. It's really up to me to give you the content that you need, but hopefully you guys appreciate it and you can help share this channel and help it grow. And it grows by engagement, by you guys giving us a thumbs up or leaving a comment after the video posts, by you guys sharing it maybe on your page. That will help our channel grow. Therefore, we can get more information out to more people and help more people, change more lives, and There we go. I'm RD. Excuse me. After dinner, I get cravings for something sweet like chocolate. What is the healthiest and tastiest alternative? This right here is worth everybody to give me a thumbs up. It's called frozen red grapes. Get a bunch of frozen grapes, or get a bunch of grapes, red grapes, wash them off. 1 part distilled water, 4 parts water, 3 parts water, something along those lines. I forget what it is. We have our little canister downstairs. It's second nature now. I forget the exact measurement. Distilled water, or distilled vinegar, purified water. Let them soak. I let mine soak for like 20, 30 minutes, wash them off, rinse them off. And then I put them in a little baggie, Ziploc bags, and I throw them into the freezer. Let them freeze. Can I tell you how amazing these are at night when you're allegedly smoking weed? Can I tell you how amazing these are when you're a little tipsy and time for Netflix and chill, and you want to sit on the couch and maybe bust a move, but you don't want to be a big, fat, flatulent fuck? Some red grapes, frozen red grapes, and salted cashews. Crunchy, salty cashews, the sweet, sugary, frozen grapes. Oh my God. If you have an ice cream craving, if you have a cake craving, if you have a sugar craving, these frozen red grapes are bomb, Oh, they're delicious. That's worth the cost of admission right there. I expect everybody to give me a thumbs up for that one. Zirak Khan, what is your opinion on rowing for cardio? Hit, I think rowing's great. And that I'm probably going to get a concept, it's concept 2 or concept 3 now in our gym. We have an assault bike in our gym, which I absolutely love. Beat the fuck out of that. I would say I beat the fuck out of that, but that's not true. That beats the fuck out of me a couple times a week. A rower, I think, would be love to get a rower. I want to get a Versa climber. Actually, I used to love those back in my MMA days at Team Quest. Matt Linland turned me on to the Versa climber. That's a fucking torture device. I love that shit. I like to suffer though. I enjoy suffering. I went in the gym last week. Man, I put myself through the fucking ringer last week. And I had no assault, no machine, just me physically beating my fucking self up, quitting in my mind many, many times. But I physically kept moving. That's what it's about. Is ketchup okay daily like salt and pepper? Fred Rod, I won't say it's okay daily, but from time to time, a little squirt of an organic, non-GMO ketchup, I got no problem with it. And I will put a little squirt of ketchup on my food from time to time. I absolutely will. A little tablespoon here, tablespoon there, just like a little dip for the eggs or a little side of the chicken, whatever. That's fine. No problem. But it's not every meal and it's not every day. You have to show that, and you could probably get away with it, but you need to be an adult. It's like I put the video out yesterday, where do adult babies come from? It's from the mentality of, oh, I can't eat chicken without ketchup. Shut the fuck up and just eat your chicken. You know, and I do that to myself. Like, oh, it'd be so much better with ketchup. Dude, shut the fuck up. Just eat your meal. You're blessed and lucky to be eating this beautiful meal right now. Just shut the fuck up and stop being a baby. I'm like, okay. Yes, Uncle Mike. Even so, I have these conversations with myself because I'm as crazy as you motherfuckers. That's the truth. Mike, I'm your age. Don't understand why kids think that being in shape is difficult. Just need to stick with the fundamentals. Joe Grind, you just fucking nailed that on the head. That's the thing. Once you start being in shape, you really can't fall out of being in shape. And it's like investing. It's like a mutual fund. It's like a 401k. I just keep investing. Every day I eat well. Every, day or two I train intelligently. I go to sleep when I'm supposed to. I get a good night's sleep. I try to avoid all the negative stress in my life. I don't poison myself. And, I feel pretty good. I look pretty good. I perform pretty well. And it just rolls. So, Joe, and that's wisdom, because when you get a little bit older, you realize there's wisdom in that. Shirt, by the way, represent Belmar Wrestling. Belmar Wrestling, it's my old youth program that I came through, and I'm proud to say that the Dolce Diet, can you see it? We are a proud sponsor of the Belmar Youth Wrestling Program. Starts at be 3 years old, 3 through 13, I believe is the age category. It's a grammar school team, essentially. So very proud sponsors of those young men. And Mr. Mikey DeRouge out there crushing it for them. Are you guys doing any sort of conference in the UK at any point, Coach? Not anything scheduled right now. We're probably going to do a fall conference. It's either Australia, the UK, or Canada. Those are the 3. We have offers in 3, and it's more logistic than anything else. It's about the venue. It's about who can get fill the venue, the proper crowd. If you have any insight over into the UK, if you have a place, a venue, and if you have the contact to fill up at least 50, but ideally 100 seats, then let me know. We'll make a special trip. In order to do, 20 or 30, a spot of 20 to 30, which is amazing. I love to speak to that many people. Logistically, it becomes a little more difficult for us. David, natural peanut butter okay for replacement for almond butter? Absolutely. We make our own. Roman, Mike, I'm with you. Most of my muscle was made in my teens and early 20s. I'm 47, 11, 12% body fat. Most guys think I'm 180, 185, but I'm currently 156. I love it. But what do you think, guys your age of muscle maturity, man? I love it. I agree. That's when we put the muscle on. It's like mid-teens, puberty time to like late 20s, early 30s. That's the muscle building. From there on, it becomes refining. We can get hella stronger. And you can still add lean muscle tissue, but it then becomes refinement. Like you already have a Ferrari. And that's the way humbly, that's the way I feel. I already have a fucking Ferrari. I don't want to be 280 pounds. That's impossible anyway. I don't want to fucking be that fucking dude. I just want to be faster. I want to be fitter. I want to be stronger. I want to look better. I want to be leaner. And that's why I keep resetting goals for myself. It's like about this time last year, I set the goal for myself to do that 10-mile run. after just going through the squats and steak program. I was a fucking beast. Yoked. I was fucking massive. I was like, you know what? I don't want to deadlift today. I'm over deadlifting. I'm over it. And I love to deadlift. I'm a 600 plus pound deadlifter any day of the week. I didn't want to do it. Boring. I hate, and I was like, I fucking hate running. I should probably start running then. I hate running. That's exactly what you need to do, Dolce. You need to run. I fucking can't even run a mile. Good. You're going to set a goal to run 10 miles in 3 months. Go, motherfucker. And that's what I did. It's about this time last year, and it finished in November. So I think I started in August through November. And that's Roman. That's what I'm saying, man. Ragnar, I'm a nutrition student in Belgium. When I graduate, can I become certified Dolce dietitian? Thanks for the video. This is awesome. Ragnar, thank you so much, my fellow nutrition compadre. Yes, you can get certified right now if you want to while studying, but I understand you want to finish your studies. You will be the first Dolce Diet certified nutrition coach in Belgium. I do not believe we have a Belgian affiliate yet, so that will be awesome. We have 250 certified Dolce Diet coaches around the world. Think about that. That is fucking awesome. And every one of those coaches becomes an endorsed local provider for the Dolce Diet. And that's a business opportunity. It's a business relationship. We start sending business your way, and we help assist you in growing your business. So Ragnar, when you're ready, we are here. Become a DDC. Condo Geezer, thanks, Mike. I eat clean at home, went from 230 to 190. Hell yeah. Dean James, competing at a world level at over 35 years old. PEDs needed? No way. No way. PEDs used? Yeah, a lot. A lot of athletes use PEDs. But do you need them? Absolutely not. Over 35, I don't know what sport is it specifically. But I mean, they work. Nobody says they don't work, but usually those who take PEDs have big crashes. 88 boxing, can you talk about muscle memory? Muscle memory in what capacity? The muscle's ability to reclaim its size? I don't have quite the in-depth information on that topic, so I don't want to go too deep into it, just simply because I'm not an expert in that specific field, and I don't want to pretend that I am. But I have anecdotally experienced muscle memory many times and have seen it many times, which is basically, let's say I'm a 600-pound deadlifter. If I don't deadlift for a year, I can get back in the gym, and within a few months, I can be deadlifting 600 pounds again. When I first started deadlifting, it took me years and years, and many of you have been training for years and still have not deadlifted 600 pounds. I'm not a great bench presser. That's always been a struggle for me. Limb length and shoulder and surgery and injuries and all that shit. Deadlifting, I have a propensity for it. But also muscle memory. Muscle memory has allowed me to reclaim certain strength components. I think Dr. Andy Galpin would be a better person to answer this question. I'm actually going to be seeing Dr. Galpin here soon. I'll actually see if I can get him on the podcast. That's a great one. Because again, I know a lot of shit, but the things I don't know or I know peripherally, I'm the first one to tell you I don't know. There's better resources. I don't know of almost any other fitness expert that actually does that. That's the transparency. When I say I'm the most honest man in fitness, that's why. If I don't know, guys and girls, I'm going to fucking tell you. I don't know specifically. But Dr. Andy Galpin, I'm sure, knows that. Dr. Brad Schoenfeld, I'm positive, knows that. I would lean on those guys, actually. I think I'm going to lean on those guys. That's a great one. Andrew, do you avoid water with chloride? Which is chloride or fluoride? Fluoride, yes, I do. We drink only fluoride-free water. Only to our family, only to our daughters, or even to our dogs. Our dogs drink purified water, fluoride-free in the Dolce household. Is organic mayo okay, Fred? Likely not. We actually use ripe avocado as a mayonnaise replacement. Tony, yo, Mike, to grow your channel, go on fitness MMA channels. I'm here because of Firas Zahabi. Tony, I appreciate that. Firas is the man. It was an honor to be on his channel. And just to become friends. I've always known and respected Firas for over a decade now in the world of MMA. He's just somebody I gravitated towards. even though our athletes competed against each other, I always liked coach as a hobby. And now that we work together with Mirsad Bektik, I've had the ability to co-coach alongside him and spend, weeks at a time locked in a hotel room essentially together with Coach Firas. And it's just an amazing, rewarding experience all the way around, professionally, as a coach and a trainer, but personally as a human and a man and a citizen of the planet. So there's many aspects to Coach Firas Zahabi that make him the unique expert that he is, but that isn't shared as much with the population. There's so much more dimension to Firas Zahabi. And I say that because it's true. I look forward to the times I get to hang with him and speak with him. So you came here from his channel, and I consider that an honor. Thank you. Daniel, perfect. Thanks a lot, Coach. Actually have the revised 3 Weeks of Shredded book. I love the process and how it makes me feel. I've done it like 5 times now. Hell yeah. I've been following you for 6 years now. You've motivated me every day since then. My goal is to be a DDC one day. Heck yeah. Get certified, my man. And July 6th, 7th, and 8th here in Las Vegas, it is the next Dolce Diet Certification and Nutrition Conference. Sold out, baby. I'm pumped up. Fred Rod, is organic ketchup and mayo okay? Organic ketchup, yeah. We'll make our own ketchup from time to time. Tomatoes, distilled vinegar. I'm pretty sure it's distilled or red wine vinegar. Tomatoes, red wine vinegar. Salt, and a little raw honey. Brandy makes it. I make mine is okay. Hers tastes really good. She probably uses more honey than I do. Mike, do you have any specific breathing exercise methods? I don't specifically, other than counting backwards from 300. That's more of our meditation in the 20-minute morning where you just sit quietly and breathe. Slowly through the nose, out the mouth. I don't count the seconds in nor the seconds out. I just simply count backwards from 300, 299, 298, 290s. And I count. When I get down to 1, then the exercise is over and I just focus on my breathing. And usually I just kind of blank out like I'm tripping. Too much psilocybin. Roman, thanks, Mike. Really, from my heart, appreciate your time and knowledge. I've been doing this for a long time and always have my mind open to learn new things. We older dudes need to keep the standard for the young. That's the truth, Roman. Thank you so much, my man. J.L. Steckley, Mr. Dolce, what kind of rice do you recommend? Jasmine white rice, hands down. Fred Rudd, thanks for everything, Mike. You are a fitness genius, and the world will eventually catch on. That's awesome. Karen, what's up, Karen? Coach Zahabi and Uncle Mike are gods. I'm making notes of all of yours and his lectures each day. Karen, that is awesome. Thank you so much. Dean James, when is the next fighter you're doing nutrition for a bout? Well, right now, Mirsad Bektik just had the biggest win of his career. He beat number 5, Ricardo Lamas. That makes Mirsad Bektik the number 7 UFC featherweight in the world. I would put him higher up on the roster, but hey, that's fine. We'll take it. So right now, we're just retooling Mirsad and getting ready for the next one. We do consult with other athletes, but Mirsad is our career athlete. Amar Deep. Mike, I know you advocate eating every 24 hours based on activity, but by eating this often, won't you be spiking insulin more often, which can turn and make you fat? Nope. That's all fucking nonsense that a lot of these weirdos put out there. Look at our athletes. Look at everyone who follows our program. Look at everyone who follows our program. They're all fucking beautiful, shredded, sexy beasts. No matter where they start, they just look better and better and better and better and better. And many, 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 many people, I would have to say the majority, and I would likely have to say the vast majority, dramatically improve their insulin sensitivity. Many people. So this is not medical advice. Follow your doctor's opinion and suggestion and all that good stuff. But I'm just telling you how it is. Mertz, should a boxer at the age of 19 start weight training? Yes. And are bicep exercise and tricep exercise good for a boxer, or does it make the boxer slow? Love your content, Mike. Well, no, they must be trained, because if they're not trained, then you're susceptible to injury. But it's the style of training. Don't train to have Ronnie Coleman big peaked biceps. Train for durability. Train for elasticity. Train the muscle through the full range of motion. Train because you're going to be getting hit. Train, the exterior. Train the forearm muscle. Train the bicep brachialis. Train the exterior part of the arm also, because when you're blocking punches, your arms are taking big shots. Reinforce that area too. So if you're working with a good strength and conditioning coach that specializes on boxers, this should already be built for you. But yes, obviously, yes. But you're not trying to get bigger. You're trying to get more dense and elastic. When we talk with our fighters, we talk about when we talk with all of our clients, we talk about elasticity. We want elastic muscles. Karen, can we drink water while eating food, coach? Yes or no? Absolutely. We do all the time. And people say, oh, that's going to dilute the digestive system. No, it's not. I mean, don't drink a gallon of water with your meal, but, have a sip of water while you're eating so it's an enjoyable experience. You can digest properly and create saliva. Yeah, actually having the water helps with digestion. Going too much, that causes problems, but too much of anything. Karen, so I hope that helps. Everybody, thank you all for being here. We've gone over an hour and 10 minutes given to you for free on my July 4th holiday. America, baby. I appreciate you guys all for being here. Hopefully I was helpful. Again, I appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you. It lets me know you're here. It lets me know you care. Right now, we have a 20% off discount at thedolcediet.com. You can join our 4-week or 12-week online personalized healthy weight loss program, the most successful weight loss program ever devised, as proven by the world's greatest athletes for over a 20-year career, have never missed weight, not one time, ever, 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 never. Not one Dolce Diet athlete has ever missed weight ever in the history of our company, of our career, over 20 years now. And we've worked with the worst of the worst. And they were the best of the best when they were with us. You have access to that same information at thedolcediet.com with promo code FREEDOM. Freedom today only. You will save 20%. And most of you guys know we never, hardly ever give that 20% discount. We're giving it right now, July 4th, Independence Day. Freedom. You will save 20% at thedolcediet.com on that 4-week or 12-week online weight loss program, because summer is here and it's time to get hot. It's time to be fit. It's time to get sexy. Get rid of that muffin top, flatten those abs. Get rid of the fat nip. Get some fucking veins running down your biceps. Get rid of the jowls and the fucking whatever that's going on with your face, man. But really, 3 weeks of Shredded, the most successful weight loss program ever devised. And it's available right now at thedolcediet.com. Freedom, 20% off. Why not? If you need a program, that's the program. I appreciate you guys. You are all absolutely amazing. Go back and watch the first 10 minutes of this video to get the main rant of the day. And after that, it's just a Q&A, which is awesome. And I will be back soon.